Hey, welcome back to another vid. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the precision runes and the second tree of sorcery. Now to the runes. Our first rune will be Targon Shield. It makes it so your first auto attack on an enemy champ in combat will stun them. Moving on, our second rune is Arrowhead's Embrace. Every time you cast an ability, it follows an arrow and deals 40% of your magic resist as physical damage. The third primary rune is Hermes' Flight. That's pretty cool how Riot did that. They put the shoes with wings on it, so the Greek got Hermes. What it does, it makes you have 3 times bonus health while knocked up. Our first rune of the second line is Extra Helper. You can cast all of your summoner spells on allied champions, including Ignite, Exhaust, etc. The second rune of our second line is Raise Command. You cast it on a minion and increase its AD and armor for a limited time. The third in this tree is Expand Mind. This rune shows all enemy spellcasts above their heads the second they are cast. Rune number 1 is Alacrity. The function of this rune is to convert 90% of your armor and MR to 100% of your AD. You cannot gain AD after this, so who knows where the other 10% of your AD comes from. Additionally, 50% of your attack speed goes into reducing your armor and magic resist. Think of this as a Jhin passive type of thing, except taking your attack speed and using it to reduce your AD instead of add to your AD, but taking your MR and armor to add to your AD. The second rune here is Grand Tactics. It's probably my favorite. It makes it so when you get a kill, your mastery emote flashes above your head. This could be useful for Yasuo or Zed mains. Our third rune of this line is Meditate. It makes it so your left bracket uses Mastery's ability Meditate. This cannot be rebound, so it will always be left bracket. And this has a cooldown of 2 seconds. The fourth line is called, the first rune of the fourth line is called Disable se Jesus comment d'Arcela, and every time you place a word, you gain 1 riot point. The second rune is called Cut Down. You can break a wall with it. This is Charge. And if you stand still for 30 seconds, your next basic attack applies a 1.5 second slow. Now, onto the sorcery secondary tree. The first one of this tree is Bubble Hands. It has your basic attacks make a popping sound. Note, this is purely aesthetic on a ranged champion, has no actual effect to the game. But it makes a popping sound on the melee champions, of course. This is the One Ring. It's a very fun rune, but I feel like it breaks the game because it is a little bit overpowered. It opens the game Middle-earth, Shadow of War for 30 seconds. For each kill you gain, in this 30-second period, it gives you plus 30 out-of-combat movement speed in League of Legends. This rune is Wuglet's Witch Cap, sharing a name from the item on Howling Abyss. It's a consumable, and if activated, activates the Harrowing. More on that one later. This is called Transcendence Meme. As you can see, it is similar to the meme where it has the stating and then a picture on the side. This is a desperate attempt by Riot Games to stay relevant in today's meme community. The next one is called Revive. This is Ghost Hands. Sorry. Get down there. Sorry about that. Called Ghost Hands. It makes your champion's hands invisible, but is not applicable with ranged champions or does not stack with bubble hands. It makes your character drop their weapon, but spawn an intermediate Karthus bot on your team. This rune, that is bubble hands. That is Ghost Hands, I'm sorry. This rune is called Scorch. It makes your first spell every 20 seconds burn the enemy champion. This rune is called Pensive, which makes you go back and yell at the flaming Yasuo that made you lose your gold promos 2-2. This rune is called Hurricane Harvey. It makes every character from Texas immediately disconnect from the game. Thanks for watching, and now a word from our sponsors.